you ready for the video?
I think I'm ready for the video.
Okay, good. Dr. Phil says that he is. He already went to the bathroom.
Oh, is that what that sign is?
Yes, because he's ready for us. So anyway, he doesn't want to get caught like he did last week.
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail?
Until no more he seeth the gigantic teeth of a whale.
I hadn't heard that one version before. Hello to all our wonderful viewers, and to those watching us on the GenderBlenders channel.
Yeah.
So this is week 165, and we have kind of a follow-on question from last week. And that was kind of inspired by some of the things that were on Brett's video. So the question is, would you actively look for a new place to live, or actively look for new employment, if you found that some people were secretly outing you and then deny it when you chose to confront them? Or would you choose a different course of action? And what might that action be? So that's kind of an interesting follow-on.
Yeah, it is, because first of all, because I can't imagine somebody actively looking for a new place to live just because someone was outing them.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
That's pretty, that would have, someone would really have some mental problems or anguish or something like that to have to go to that extent.
Yeah.
So, to me, I mean, would you move just because someone was outing you when you're already outing yourself?
No, I seriously doubt it, Of course, if you're in a situation, a home situation like a condominium or apartment complex, and there's a bunch of people there that just absolutely give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that you might want to consider, but you can't really choose your neighbors. You're going to end up going from the frying pan into a fire, or other. It's very difficult. If you try to educate those people, maybe some of those who are giving you a hard time right now are going to turn around and be your staunchest allies. Simply because right now, fear of the unknown. The people who don't really understand what we go through, oftentimes choose to turn to almost bullying tactics.
Yeah.
And that's never a good thing to do, of course. But, it's a very simple thing for people to do. So consequently, if you educate them, then many times those people who were against you now become for you. And so consequently, there's no real need to move or to flight.
Take flight, you mean?
Yeah, take flight.
Okay.
Yeah, because, there's embedded in this whole question is, do I stand my ground? Do I fight for what I know is right? Or do I move on and choose a different battle? So there's lots of things that are going on there, and you have to kind of weigh your own individual situation, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that looking for a new place to live, that's never the answer to resolving insecurities. And a person who is trying to find a new place to live, that would mean they were pretty insecure about whatever it was that someone else was doing. And that's never that's not going to resolve anything. Because what's going to happen or stop that person from following you and going to another place and going to another place. And there are people who are stalkers. The only thing you can do is address it to where they feel like they are insecure and or out of place because society's not accepting what they're doing, because society really don't care. Well, it's just kind of becoming the way things are now today, with a lot of tolerance and stuff like that. But as far as actively looking for a new place to live or looking for new employment, that's never the answer. Employers, they're starting to recognize that there's laws that protect us from being discriminated against. And, many of these have already been put in place by policies that your employer already has set for everyone to follow, and it's generally a part of the employee manuals. They also have a thing as far as how they're going to work things out if someone is not following those rules and or is trying to, not make it a safe and comfortable environment in which to live and work. So most employers do that today. And if somebody's outing you or has some kind of a vendetta, then they don't need to be working there. It's not you that needs to find a new place to live or new employment. It is them who needs to move on. And the employer should let them know. And by the employer confronting them regarding that issue, then that's going to, more so iron that in. I don't think that anyone should ever have to worry about that. And, one of the questions that it asks is, if you would choose a different type or course of action, aside from moving out or moving or finding a new employer. No, I think that's what, that pretty much covers what we covered last week. And that is that, no, the answer is that you confront them about it or have the employer confront them about it. I believe that Aaron was saying that person really no longer is employed there, working there now. Or he hasn't seen them one.
Yeah, he doesn't have to deal with them at all.
Yeah, so that's not really an issue. No, you don't take a different course of action, which might be taking matters into your own hands. Never do something that's unlawful. Never take any legal matters into your own hands. It's better for you to hire a professional or have a police to take care of something like that. I think, in fact, going on, we had a girl named Susan who was practically blind, has a walking stick and everything else. And she said she just had somebody, it was at the bus station yesterday, and someone had just threw a bottle at her.
Ooh.
I'm sitting there going, that is something that you are going to run into, and that was kind of taking advantage of her because she can't see.
Right.
So she has no way of knowing who it was that did that.
Yep.
And she was asking, well, what should I do? Should I be afraid? Should I not go to that bus station again and not catch the bus because I'm afraid that someone else is going to do that to me? And no, that's just not the answer. The answer is then calling the station people, which they did, and they're going to have a plainclothes person that's going to be watching at that station. And if they see anyone who is in fact doing that, and they're going to turn that into a new policy, have them go from one bus station to another, looking for things like that. And when they do, that person's going to be busted, and is not going to be able to ride the bus anymore. All because he has done something like that to somebody. Because that is not what the bus station people want, the bus company. That's not what your employers want. So, don't take matters into your own hands. Seek out the employer, seek out the company who is trying to ensure your safety and your comfort, and also make sure that, there are things for them to take care of. The people who do that, they have no place to hide. They've been seen by other people besides just them.
That's right.
And though they might think that it's funny, that's all the more reason why there's going to be people who have seen them and know who it was. And everybody out there needs to quit saying, oh, well, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, I know, I seen it. I thought it was cute. So
yeah.
Come on, people. That's not the way we are today in society. That's not the way real life works. So, never take matters into your own hands. I just don't think that is right. There isn't any other course of action for you to take other than contacting your employer or going and facing that person. If that person is denying that he is saying it, generally he has something more to hide from everyone. And that's the norm, I think.
Yeah, I think the aberrant case of that is, if the culture at wherever you work is to do things behind your back and then deny it. And I did work in one place where that kind of was the culture. And that never works long term. And ultimately, you end up not being very productive. The company itself never ends up being very productive because everybody's biting themselves in the back or biting other people in the back, and that's never a good thing to do. It just doesn't work long term.
True.
Doesn't even work short term.
Yeah.
You know, so if they're doing that again to you, chances are they're doing it in a whole bunch of different other contexts as well.
I agree. Yeah. Now, nobody should ever have to hide how they feel in order to be themselves. Bullying is just, a negative part of many people who are rebelling against something. And what they're rebelling against is probably lack of education, lack of knowledge on how to handle things. And then, that's just, the way things are. There's always going to be a person who's going to be a bully at every school.
Yeah.
And every grade level. Maybe in each and every family, if you have several brothers and sisters, one of them is going to probably be the quiet one, the quietest of the bunch. And there's going to be one that's going to seem to be the bully group. So
I think you're right about that.
I think that, that's just kind of the way things are. And by the way, we do have a couple of sponsors tonight. One of them is with Arizona Green Tea, and they make fantastic tea. In fact, I highly recommend them. Green tea, of course, is really, really good for you. I myself prefer the ginseng with honey, which is a really, really good drink. And believe me, I do drink it because it is, and has flowers are Stephanie approved pink, by the way. So.
Of course, she has to drink it out of her pink glass.
And then our other wonderful sponsor, Cheez-Its. A wonderful product. Very good for you, light, especially if you're on a diet. This is something for you to be eating, munching on. They have. It's made out of 100% real cheese, and it also is low on carbs and so on and so forth. And I love munching them. They are fantastic. And our other sponsor, as far as teas are concerned, is Tazo. Tazo makes a wonderful black tea and green teas and things for you to enjoy. And they are so good, each wrapped in individual packages, as you can see here. And they're hermetically sealed. And it is just fantastic. One of the most flavorful drinks I have ever had. Really great.
That is a good tea.
With hot. Yeah, sure, definitely is. So Tazo, everyone. Tazo's our other sponsor.
Very nice.
Back to what I was saying. One should always be careful, I think, of the social surroundings, okay? Especially the social surroundings that they place themselves in. Because girls, we generally don't know, or we generally know that we should not be out there by ourselves, and especially at nighttime. Being alone is never a safe thing to do. The same case should be, where we go to socialize. And if you have a problem and there's no one else for you to turn to, look for your friends. Look for someone whom you can talk to who will help you in dealing with that matter. And generally, two heads are always better than one. But talk to a best friend. They're out there to listen to you. That's why they're your best friend.
Yeah, that's right.
And so, my sister and I talk with each other all the time. We have problems, we have issues, and when Steffi has a problem, she talks to me about her problems. She doesn't talk to me about mine. She has a problem, she talks to me about her problems. And I'm the same way. When I have a problem, I don't talk to Steffi about her problems. I talk to me about my problems. Only time I ever do something like that with my sister is when she is asking me to help her with something. If there's something that I feel that she could do to improve on. And likewise, I ask her to help me improve on those same things. We are always working on improving ourselves. Everybody should do that. Whether you're transsexual or transgender or any part of the LGBT community. You should work each and every day to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Eat properly. Get the proper amount of exercise and the proper amount of sleep. Take care of yourself, and you'll be around here tomorrow so that you can enjoy more of our videos. So
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
that's right. So anyway, my name is Stephanie.
And I'm Steffi.
We'll see you. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.